The Australian Gold Rush, a time of fortune, freedom, and fatal greed. As men flocked to the goldfields in search of riches, many found something else entirely: betrayal, brutality, and bloodshed. In a land where law was thin and gold was thicker, murder was never far behind. These are the true stories, lost in the dirt and rivers of history. In the famous words of pioneer prospector, miner and gold assayer Richard Mackay, the science of loaming was either then unknown or known to very few, and was not then, nor for years afterwards, made use of in prospecting in that district. The old style being to pick up quartz anywhere on the surface, break it with a hammer, or pick, and if gold could not be seen in it, fling it away and look somewhere else. The system of loaming was first introduced to the Woods Point district by a party of prospectors from the Bright district, the principals being Billy Y and George Madison. Previous to their advent, there had been complete cessation of new finds, but shortly afterwards, some new reefs were struck, some good, some middling, but all more or less payable, a few of them rich. The method of loaming was simple enough. A long calico bag, from about 3 or 4 feet long and 4 inches wide, was slung round the neck, and wherever the prospector thought the quartz looked promising, he scraped up a small portion of the surface, from 2 to 3 pounds weight, and marked the spot so that he could recognize it again. This loam he placed in the bag, tying it with twine. This was his number 1 prospect. He would then proceed a little further, scrape up some more surface, place it in the bag, and again tie with twine. This was his number 2 prospect, and so on. He went on from place to place, marking each in such a manner as corresponded with the number of prospects, until he had his bag full enough to conveniently carry it to the nearest water, where he could pan off his prospects in the tin dish he carried for the purpose. If in any one, 2 or 3 of the loams, he found colours or specks sufficient to satisfy him that gold existed below the surface, he would put down a small prospecting hole until he struck larger stone, and if his trial of that proved satisfactory, he would then prospect for a reef. This, in a few words, describes the method of loaming, but if anyone thinks it is an easy business, they were never more mistaken. It requires judgment, strength, and perseverance, and a very large amount of optimism. A continuous spell of, say, a month prospecting 8 hours a day in the mountains by the loaming system will tire the strongest and most wiry man that ever swung a pick. Through the innovative thinking of 2 prospectors of Bright, the system and method of finding gold would change throughout Victoria and perhaps Australia forever. Like everything good in this world, it would be replicated throughout the state and possibly even the rest of Australia and become the most effective way to find payable gold.